Leaving your puppy home for the first time can feel like a big step. And if you've ever tried it and you've come back to crying and barking or a stressed out pup, you might be wondering, did I mess this up? Or what do I have to do to get my puppy to panic less in my absence? But wait, this is actually something most puppy owners don't even realize. Being alone is not natural for a young puppy, but learning to be calm and confident when alone is something we can teach. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to introduce alone time the right way, so that your puppy can feel calm and confident when you leave the house. I'm Michelle, your Fear-Free certified trainer. I've helped thousands of new puppy owners all over the world, and I'm confident I can help you too. When it comes to leaving a puppy home alone, most people fall into one of two extremes. They either leave too soon for too long, and then the puppy panics, or they never leave at all and the puppy just becomes dependent on their presence. Now, both of these can actually lead to long-term struggles when being left alone. The goal is not to rush this, nor avoid it either. The goal is to gradually build up your pup's ability to be alone. So, if you've just brought your puppy home, maybe they're 8 or 10 weeks old, they're not quite ready to be home alone just yet, and probably not for longer than about 45 minutes if you do leave. Think of your puppy like a brand new baby. This is a huge transition from them. So for the first week or two, your focus isn't on leaving them for a long time. It's on potty training, getting them used to the crate, and building a predictable daily routine. Before your puppy can be left alone successfully, they need to feel comfortable in the crate. The crate is what keeps your puppy safe, calm, and set up to rest instead of panic when you leave. And when done correctly, the crate actually becomes your puppy's default place to rest and relax. This is exactly what we want when you leave the house. Now, here's something that a lot of people skip: the crate training. They try to put the puppy in the crate, they leave for work, expecting their puppy to be okay for a long period of time, well before they're ready. But before you put your puppy in the crate and leave them, you have to teach them to love the crate. This is going to lead me to the very first step. Step 1, crate training. We want to keep our puppy in the crate for all rest and sleep, and eventually when we leave the house. I often get asked if it's okay to leave a puppy in a puppy pen instead. My answer is almost always the crate is a better place for your puppy to stay. Puppies can jump out of a puppy pen, they can get into things in your home that they're not supposed to. Some puppy pens make it really easy for your puppy to just climb right out. And puppy pens are typically larger than a crate. This is going to make potty training very difficult if your pup has too many accidents in their puppy pen. And a puppy pen is really designed for playtime, not bedtime. It's supposed to be used when you can't keep both eyes on your puppy, but you still have things that need to get done around your house, like the laundry, or helping the kids with homework, or making dinner. And your puppy needs to play and stretch their legs. But if your puppy is struggling with the crate, it's time to introduce the fun crate games that are going to help create that positive association with the crate. Now, we do cover these games in our online puppy training program. We've actually designed several games to work on teaching your puppy that the crate is a positive place to be. The games are designed to gradually allow you to step away from your puppy, or at least help your puppy feel comfortable in the crate when other activities are happening in your home, such as the kids playing or guests visiting. The goal is to slowly build your puppy's duration in the crate and your distance away from the crate, and their confidence in the crate in your absence. There are actually 11 videos in our program related to crate training. This includes how to pick the right sized crate for your puppy, where to put the crate, what calming aids you can use to help bring comfort to your puppy while in the crate, and of course, the exact crate games that get your puppy to love their crate. So, if you're interested, comment course if you'd like more info on the training program. And if you're not playing the crate games just yet, we're going to use your puppy's natural sleepy time to your advantage. So you're going to put them in their crate for naps and bedtime. This is going to also build familiarity and comfort, and the natural habit of resting in their crate. But if they struggle with any kind of crate time, don't give up on it, because you won't be able to keep your pup out when you leave. Puppies are way too curious, and they easily get into things that could cause harm or destroy your personal belongings. Oh, but wait, I almost forgot to mention, there is something that can help crate time go a whole lot easier, both now and later when you start leaving the house. Before your puppy goes down for a nap in the crate, you're going to want to run through what we call a cool down routine about 15 minutes beforehand. Think of this as the bridge between activity and rest. Your puppy puppy's likely just been playing or doing some training with you. So going straight from an excited state into the crate, that can be really difficult. Their energy's still up, their body's still moving, their brain is still on. So instead of going from that high energy straight into the crate, we slow things down first. This is going to help your puppy transition into a calmer state so they can actually relax and settle once they're in there. So typically, we put our puppy in their puppy pen for about 15 minutes before nap time with a calming activity. Activities that promote rest and relaxation are licking, chewing, sniffing. So for example, you could give your puppy a frozen-filled Kong or a yak chew or a snuffle mat with a few pieces of kibble or treats sprinkled on top. When the 15 minutes are up, you can transition your puppy into their crate for a nap. This leads me to the next step. Step number 2, I want you to practice separation during nap times. So once your puppy's napping more consistently in their crate, you're gonna start creating a little distance. You might leave the room or go to another part of the house, and you can use a pet camera to monitor them. You'll notice when they start to stir or wake up. This is gonna allow you to return before they escalate to barking. This is your puppy's first step towards independence. This is also why we don't recommend keeping your puppy in your office with you if you work from home, or keeping them in the bedroom all night long term. Short term is okay while you're working on independence training with your puppy. Speaking of working while raising a puppy, in a moment, I'm going to share with you how you can structure your day while working full time and while trying to raise your puppy. Working families always want to know how they're going to meet all their puppy's needs when they still have to go to work to pay the bills and provide for their loved ones. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. On to step 3. Brief absences during naps. Next, you're just going to start leaving the house for very short periods. We're talking getting the mail, sitting outside, and quick errands where you'll return before your puppy wakes up and panics that you're not there. Sometimes you just have to build in these departures, even if you don't have errands to run. So basically what I'm saying is I give you full permission to go for that coffee run or go grab that donut you've earned because, hey, you're an amazing puppy owner. And if you're home and they do wake up, give them a minute or 2. But don't let them cry for longer periods of time, 10 minutes max. We want to prevent scary experiences in the crate. Also, a side note, whenever you leave and when you return, make it the most boring thing possible. This means we're not talking to our dogs and telling them that we'll be right back. Or when we return, we're saying things like how much we miss them. This is a no-no. This actually can create a negative association with your departure, causing separation distress to turn into full-blown separation anxiety. Another little trick of the trade is to change up your routine so that your departure doesn't sound or look the same every time. So this means that if you always run the same routine, you grab your coffee, you pour it into your travel mug, you put on your shoes, you grab your coat, you grab your keys, and then you put your puppy in their crate, they're gonna quickly pick up on this. So switch up how you get ready, so it's not as predictable when you're gonna leave. And when you come home, don't make a big deal about your return. Stay calm and quiet. All right, step 4. Awake independence training. Now we're going to start preparing for real life because eventually you're going to need to leave when your puppy's awake and not quite ready for a nap. I like to use the puppy pen for this step of the training, and then eventually I transition it into their crate. So the idea is that we want them to be in a smaller space, such as the puppy pen, with an activity that's going to keep them occupied. And while they're busy playing with their toys, I'm going to periodically pop out of the room and back in before they hardly notice at all. This is why busy toys like a frozen-filled Kong or a West Paw Topple or puzzle feeders and or other puzzle toys are going to be so useful. They can distract your dog while giving you the chance to leave the room and then return before they escalate to a panic. So for example, I might give my dog a snuffle mat. I'll leave the room and go around the corner out of sight. I'll count in my head for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then I'll return. Not to engage with them, but instead just entering the room, maybe moving something on a table, picking something up, putting it back down. I'm not making any eye contact or engaging with them. I'm just teaching them that I do return, and it's no big deal if I leave. Over time, my duration out of sight increases. It's important to note that you're not going from 5 seconds to 20 minutes here. We want the time to bounce around a bit. Maybe building up to 1 to 2 minutes, popping back down to 30 seconds, then I might increase to 2 to 5 minutes, and so on. Every step of the way, I want you to return before your pup starts to notice that you're gone and starts to panic. Now, you might be thinking, this is ridiculous. This seems like it's gonna take forever. Well, I can assure you that if you put in the time now, you're gonna have a dog that feels much more relaxed in your absence a lot faster than if you don't work on this and it escalates to full-blown separation anxiety. The protocol to fix true separation anxiety can take months and years to work through. So what I'm describing to you should really only take a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, maybe less. It's really such a short amount of time that you're working on this compared to the 10 to 15 years your dog could potentially suffer from separation anxiety if you don't work on it now. Here are some important tips to prevent separation distress. This is really important, so write it down. We never want your puppy to feel panicked when alone. A little fussing, totally normal. Ongoing crying or panicking or distress, that's something we want to avoid. Repeated negative experiences can lead to bigger challenges over time. So always work within your puppy's comfort level. Build up gradually. It's also important to recognize when you won't be back in time and that you're going to be gone longer than your puppy can handle. So hire a pet sitter or a dog walker to come in and help you. It can be beneficial. For example, if you have a doctor's appointment, which you know typically lasts at least an hour or two, but your puppy can only handle being alone for about 45 minutes, you're gonna need to hire some help or have a trusted family member or friend come in to take your puppy out for their potty break and just to get them out of the crate before they start to panic. Using a pet sitter or having someone come in to assist you isn't forever, it's just for right now to help support you and your puppy while they're still learning how to be independent. Every puppy is different. Some puppies adjust quickly and take to the crate right away, and alone time is easy, while others just need more time. Speaking of time, a few moments ago, I promised to tell you about how you can learn more about working full-time while raising a puppy. So, you want to know how long you can leave your puppy or how you should structure your mornings and evenings after work, or how you're going to still accomplish successful potty training while working full-time? Then click the next video in this playlist and I'll answer those questions plus tips for the safest setup when you're at work and how to solve the problem of an overexcited, energetic puppy when you get home from work. See you in the next video.